Hello everyone, and welcome to another video inside of my world. Bloodstorm has updated his balcony in his room, I believe. Let's go and have a quick look as to what exactly he's done, because I actually don't know. Let's go and have a look and see what he's done. Okay, so it looks pretty much the same. It's an AFK core. I think that was there before. Okay, so we've got a ping pong table, I'm assuming this is. There's a jukebox there. Okay, so he's added like a sofa and a rug. Okay, this looks a little bit different. Ah, the minecart track's now here. And, oh, and he's got an extra balcony. And then he's put a flag on the side. Okay, this is actually looks quite nice, I'm not going to lie. I want to, like, I'm quite happy with my bedroom. I really like my bedroom. If I could get through the door. But, I don't know, like, sometimes when these guys like update their balconies and like their rooms, I always just think, oh, shall I do my room again? Like, I really want to update parts of my house. Like, I don't like this oak part. I want to add more mangrove in. So at some point we'll redo this front part of my house, just because I just think that would just look a little bit nicer. But anyway, on to the golf today. I'm by myself because I thought that because what we're building today is a little bit complicated. If there was loads of people all together trying to build this thing, I just think we'd all just get confused and we'd end up building things and then trying to destroy them and then getting confused and getting in each other's way. So I thought, you know what? For at least this video, I will do this by myself, and then next time I'll get someone else in to help with the rest of the game. So this is where we are building today. And what we're building is quite an interesting game. So this is a game which is inspired off of a mini game that has been built by someone called Copycat, who is another person who does like a Stampy's Lovely World-esque series. I will leave a link in the description to their channel. And so this game is inspired off of a mini game that they did. So basically, they did a mini game where you've got to get chickens back to your base, basically. So there's chickens in towers, and then basically you need to try and get the chickens back into your spawn, and the first person to do that wins. And we played it, and it was a really fun game. So I've decided to do a sequel to it. So I have asked Copycat for permission to do this, by the way, just for all of you wondering, in case you're thinking that I'm ripping off his mini game. I'm not. He has given me permission to do this because, like, when you kind of do like when you sample something from someone else, I always feel like it's important to kind of, you know, give credit where due to the original creators. And, you know, I thought that if I was to make a sequel to his minigame, I want to make sure that he knows that, you know, I've got inspired from that, and I want everyone to go and watch the original game. So, yeah, go and watch the game. But, yeah, basically, he did a minigame called, I think it was called Smart Maze. And it was basically a game where there was, like, a bunch of towers, and you had to get some chickens and lure the chickens back to your base and tie them up, and first to do that wins. And I thought that was an okay game. It was fun, but I feel like it was a little bit confusing to kind of know like who won, and to kind of know like exactly like who got there first. It was a little bit confusing in that regard. So I've decided to build a sequel, which is what we are doing today. Oh yeah, let's talk about the materials. So you might be noticing I'm building out of some rather funky looking blocks. This is actually an add-on that I installed, and you can't use shears on these blocks, which is why I'm having to punch it. Is it faster with my sword? Okay, it's faster with my sword. So usually if you break something with your sword, it's faster than your fist. So it looks like this is faster. So yeah, we're building out of these materials. So basically there's an add-on called like Colourful Wool or something like that. And basically it adds like loads of basically different variants of every colour into like wool form. It's actually really cool. It's a really interesting add-on. And I've had it installed for a little while. But I've never really used this coloured wool for anything. Because I've got to be honest, some of the colours are a little bit garish. They're a little bit gross or like just weird looking. So I never really did that. But when I was building this minigame, I knew I wanted to use something colourful. And I thought, do you know what? Why don't I use some of these colours? So we've got this like really bright light blue, and then this really nice like pink wall as well. So the game is going to be basically split between both of these colours. So let me first off start by marking this. So this is going to be the spawn room. So this is basically where both players are going to start. And I say spawn room. This isn't a combat game. So it's not like, oh, you're going to die and like end up having to respawn in here. Like this is basically just like the start room. And then we're going to build all of these walls up until they're 3 blocks high. So it goes like this, basically to go the entire way across. And then it's going to go halfway, and then when it reaches halfway, that's when it's going to cross over to the pink side, which is going to be over there. So let me explain a little bit about what my revamped version of that game is. So basically what there's going to be is there's going to be 3 kind of similar towers to kind of what they were in the original. But instead of there being instead of chickens, it's going to be sheep. So you might have seen, I might be able to give you a bit of a glimpse, but I've got some different coloured sheep there. I've got some blue sheep and I've got some pink sheep. So the aim of the game is to basically bring them back to your spawn and then lead them and put them into here. But that is not the only way that you're going to win. It's not a case of, oh, tie them up first to win. When you've done that, you need to shear the sheep. When you shear the sheep, you'll get a whole load of wool. In the middle, there's then going to be 2 kind of like areas, which are basically going to have a a dispenser really high up in the sky. And basically you need to pile up and basically pile up with the wool that you get sheared from the sheep. And then when you do that, you'll be able to reach a button and press that, which will set off a firework to mark that you've won. So it's a little bit like the original, apart from the fact that I've basically just added more of an end goal. Just because in the other one, it was basically just like tie 3 chickens up to a fence pole. But the problem is that because the design is like a giant maze, like it was quite hard sometimes to tell, you know, who exactly had won first. And I don't know. And also because it was chickens, like it was hard, like because they were trapped in a tower, sometimes like you could let them out by mistake, and then it was hard to know whether they were your chickens or whether they were the other people's chickens. So it was a little bit confusing in that regard. So basically I wanted to make a very obvious way to know which one's which is why I decided to use sheep, because I can have 2 different coloured sheep. Annoyingly, I can't dye the sheep these very huge, unusual colours. I can't do a sheep in this colour and that blue, like, because the problem is that, like, I don't think the add-on works in that. There is like a glow sheep. You might have actually seen there is a glow sheep outside of my house, and that glow sheep has actually been like in my little pond in the middle of my entire house for ages. And yeah, the sheep has been there. The glow sheep has been there for quite a while. And yeah, that was kind of the sign, I think, that I had this add-on installed. And then ever since then, I've basically just been trying to find a good time to use these different coloured walls. And I think that now is the perfect time to use it, because it's not just these colours. You can get like glowing different variants of wool as well, and you can get like a bunch of other different ones. You can make carpets out of them, and there's loads of different colours. Like these are just 2 of the colours, but you can get loads of different shades of every colour. Like this one is called Red 4, Yellow 1, Blue 2, and this is Yellow 2, Blue 4. So, you know, like there's so many different variants. Like you can literally do some very crazy designs with these different colours, and I just think they look really nice. Like when I was looking through the different colours as to what to pair this game with, I really wanted to make it so that there was 2 colours that looked nice next to each other, but were also similar. And I found that blue, and I was like, oh, I really like the look of that blue. But then I was like, I need something to go with the blue. And then I found this like reddish pink, and I was like, oh my gosh, this needs to be the case. So yeah, this is how the entire wall's going to be. It looks a bit boring, I know, it's very basic, just two colours down the middle. I was thinking about maybe like adding a bit of the other colour into the walls, like maybe adding some pink here and then some light blue on the other one, just kind of mix them together. Um, but let's start by making this room. So basically, this room it's going to have the floor is going to be completely made out of this blue. So let's just kind of do this today. I know I've kind of built like the entire outside, but I just kind of want to focus on just getting one of these sides done, just because this is a pretty big mini game. So the chances of me getting this finished today are pretty slim. But I wanted to kind of give you a good idea. And then the doorways to enter are actually going to be here, and there's going to be one on the other side. And then there's basically just going to be a lever, which you will pull to start the game. And I might actually be able to make that lever now. Let's just make like everything that I'm going to need. So I'm going to need a lever, which I can make pretty easily. So let's just do this quickly. So this lever is, so let's think about this. So in the middle, there's going to be a chest. So let's just make that chest quickly. So there's going to be a chest here, and then there's going to be a bed going across either side. So I guess the lever should go maybe here-ish, and then this is going to link up to some sticky pistons, which are going to go underneath. And that's all pretty simple. Like, like that's all pretty self-explanatory. Let's quickly just go to bed, just because it is getting a bit night. Is there any beds just like lying around? I think there's a bed inside of this game. So let's just go and have a quick snooze, and then I can kind of show you how like some of the other rooms are going to be. This game has got almost no redstone. Like the redstone is so simple for this mini game. It's basically just going to have a lever to start the game, which will open up both doors. It's also going to do the thing where it will detect the sheep. Basically, there's going to be I can kind of actually build this now. So the entire floor is going to be this blue on one side, and then it's then going to be the pink on the other side. So let me just kind of do this. And then we're going to do some pressure plates, which are going to go on the other floor. Not that, it's a full block. Yeah, basically we're just going to do some pressure plates there, and then basically this is where you put the sheep. And then once all three of those have gone, that will lift up a block here, which will be like your starting block. The reason why I've kind of done it like that is because I don't want it to be that you just shear all the sheep like without bringing them back and then you just pile up, because otherwise what would be the point of bringing the sheep back? So I've kind of decided I can get rid of these. I don't even know why these campfires are here, but I can kind of just break those away. But yeah, so that's why I've kind of decided to do the thing with the sheep of bringing them back and doing that wool bit. Of course, like if you're playing on, say, like mobile, like you do have a further reach, so you might be able to press the button even without it. I'm hoping no one is either going to play on mobile or is going to attempt that. In fact, ignore I said that. But if they do, at least it's not the end of the world, because I'll still be able to have some way of being able to ignore that. So let's just fill all of this in. This is all pretty simple. And then, as I said, the entire floor is going to be split between the blue side and the that pink side over there. So let's just try and just get like a bit of this floor done. I'm not going to worry about getting like too much done today, just because one, I'm by myself, and two, like like this is such a big game. There's going to be absolutely no way I'm going to be able to get this done. But I just kind of wanted to just like come in and just get like a good amount of this started. Just because, like, I just think that it'd just give us like a big canvas for like next time, where we can just go straight into doing the rest. So basically the towers are going to be pretty simple. They're basically just going to be made out of a combination of the two colours that this game is made out of. So the blue towers will be mainly blue, but then they'll have like some pink stripes, and then the pink ones will be mainly pink, but with the blue stripes. And yeah, then you'll open them up. They'll have a sheep inside of them, and then basically then you have to lure them back over, and then basically shear them, and then pile up in the middle. So it's pretty simple. It's also going to be pretty easy to reset as well, because literally you just need to lure each sheep back into the back into its specific side. So it actually shouldn't be too bad to reset either, because, you know, like, when we're doing this, we want to make sure that, you know, it's fair for everyone to start and for everyone to reset, because we'll probably do more than one game. So, you know, I want to make sure that it's fun for everyone and that it doesn't take too long in between games to kind of reset it, which is why I wanted to make sure that that this game was super quick to reset. So let's just try and just dig away all of this. I can actually pile out just because I'm getting stuck in this water. I will have to probably do another redstone room underneath, basically just so then that way then we've got enough room to do the redstone in the next video, which will take, honestly, it'll take no time at all. It's going to be so easy. And then the dropper is literally easy as well, just because to do that, I'm literally just going to have to to just put a dispenser in the sky with like some light blue and pink fireworks. So basically, let's see if we can do the some of the floor, and then I'm going to show you how one of the towers is going to be, because it's going to be pretty simple. So the middle is, let's see if we can mark it. So that's the middle, and then the pink one will go there. So these are going to be the blocks, which will get lifted up, so then you can press your dispenser. They're going to be a little bit further back though, just because otherwise, say if the light blue one was pushed up, you could jump and press your one instead, which would probably just be a little bit unfair. But yeah, so the first room is, there's going to be like a few splodges around the place. But the first ones are actually going to be relatively simple, because they're going to be pretty close to the to here. So let's just fill in all of this floor with this blue wool, just so then this is all looking nice and gives us a bit of a canvas. So it's pretty simple in terms of the materials. It's literally just these two different coloured wool everywhere inside of the game. And I know it looks a little bit bland, a little bit boring, but I promise you that using these colours is just what's going to make this game stand out. I think just because I've never used these like fancy wool blocks before, and so I really just wanted to have an opportunity to use these as well. So let's just fill this in. I probably will do the rest of the floor outside of video, just because that's a bit of a boring thing to do. So this first room is going to go here, I believe. So it's going to go 3 across, and then this one is then going to go to, have I done this right? Yes. Oh, okay. So it goes like that. So it goes 3 in the middle. Once again, let's just fill all of this this blue wool in, just so we've got enough room. I might even have to go maybe a little bit across here as well, just so then that way then it comes across, and then we go 1, 2, and then to here. And then the next one is going to go in that corner. So this is where sheep number 1 is. And something I forgot to mention is that it's going to be the opposite team's sheep on each side. So it's not going to be like, oh, the blue ones are here, the pink ones are there. It's going to be like the pink ones are on this side and the blue ones are over there. So you've really got to go like out your way to go and like grab them, which I don't mind. I think that's fine. I am really starting to run out of this this wool. I might have to restock the chest in between videos, just so then that way then we've got plenty of wool, just because otherwise I feel like we are going to run out of these colours. But yeah, let's just kind of just do this like this, and then I can kind of show you how the first tower's going to go. So it's going to go right in the middle. Like I said, it's going to be a pink one, just because the pink side needs to come over here to get these ones, and then it's then going to just basically stripe between these two colours. So let's just kind of do this. So yeah, so this is just going to go like this. The way of how in the original game they had it so basically there was basically they had it so there was lights at the top. They were just like lit up forever. The problem with doing those lights is that they just weren't really needed. Like, they were a bit useless. just because like they lit up. I think they were mainly there just to basically just light up the game. But the problem is that they didn't really serve much function. Whilst here they are going to serve a function, basically because they're going to turn off when a sheep has left the room, just to make it quite obvious that that the game has been reset. So I think about there should be fine. And then it's then going to go. So that's where the redstone lamps are going to be. And I actually don't know if I've grabbed everything to make those lamps. So let's go and have a look and just see if I've got redstone lamps in here. Okay, I've got redstone. Do I have glowstone? I don't. Of course I don't. Right, let me just give myself just some glowstone just so I can make some lanterns. So basically these we're just going to do like that. I think it is literally just those there, but I do need to make some of these. So let's just make 4 lamps just like that. So you can kind of see how that tower looks. And then let's just quickly make. I need to make some pistons. Do I have? If not, I can quickly craft some. In fact, yeah, let's just quickly do that. So I need some wood. I need iron as well, don't I? So let's just make just everything that we need. So let me make some of this like that. I need some iron as well and some redstone. So let's just quickly just make how many of these? Oh, my inventory is literally just full. Let's just empty some of this wall. So I need. Let's just make 4 for now. I'm sure the rest will come in handy at some point in the future. I do need slime. Once again, I forgot slime block. So let me just give myself some of that, just because once again I have to forget something. So let's just make these. These will come in handy for the start lever as well to open these sides. So basically, how this is going to work is you're going to come here. I'm actually going to do it so these are actually on this side, just to make it a little bit more tricky. So basically, you're going to open this up. This is going to have the sheep, but the sheep is actually going to be stood on a pressure plate. So let me just make one of these. For colour scheme wise, in terms of the wood, everything on the blue side, I'm going to use this warped wood, and then for the pink side, I'm going to use cherry wood. Just to make it so it's consistent with the colours, just because I think that's just like a nice way of doing it. We can also start adding in some lights on these towers as well, just to kind of do that. So basically, when the sheep is on that pressure plate, that is going to set off some redstone to light up that tower, is the other simple way. And then the way of how this will work, I can kind of demonstrate this now, is basically we're just going to have a piston there. This is going to have a pink block underneath it, and then if let's just light this up as well, just because this is looking a bit dark. So let's just put some of these torches down. There we go. So if I get some, I need another lever. So let's just quickly make another lever quick, like that, just so I can demonstrate this. And then, what else am I going to need? Am I going to need anything else? I think that's it for now. I literally have no idea. So I think that's going to go there. And then underneath here, we're just going to do I think it's literally just like that. There we go. So then that will basically light that up. For the underneath of here, I think I'm going to just do a lamp, just so then that lights up. It just makes it a little bit obvious to when the sheep has been collected. So yeah, let's go and grab the sheep, shall we? So I need a pink one for this side. So let's just grab a lead. This chest, by the way, this is going to be full of leads as well. Just so then that way then we've got perfect amounts. And oh gosh, I need to get of course. I mean, that was going to happen, wasn't it? Let's be honest. Right, I'll tell you what. If I lead this blue one and tie him up, there we go. And then let me just grab the lead for this one. So this sheep is going to come inside and is going to be permanently sat inside of this tower. And I know it might seem a bit boring, sheep, but I promise you're gonna love it. You're gonna you're gonna have a lovely home inside of here, and I promise that'll be okay. I should probably add a fence, shouldn't I? And I'll tell you what, sheep, you can quickly roam around whilst I whilst I make the last thing that I need. So I need to make some cherry fences. So let's just quickly make one of these. So it's going to go like that, and then if I just make loads, because I'm going to need these for some other things later on. So if I just put the fence above, and then I can then just grab the sheep and tie him up to the fence, and then that will just make this a lot easier to reset. So then he will go in there, I can then pull that, and now he's ready to be played. And then these walls, sorry, are then just going to get, oh gosh, these walls are just going to get built up to make like boundaries, just so it's not particularly easy. Like, this game is more of a race than anything. It is a racing mini game, but you do need to make the right decisions. Like, you do need to think about, your strats. Like, are you going to go straight for the back ones, or are you going to go for ones which are going to be either side as well? Like, there's going to be some pretty interesting strategies, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone's strategies are going to be for this game. So, yeah, that is pretty much everything I wanted to get done today. Do I have? I'll tell you what. Let's just give myself some light blue wool, just so I can make some beds. It is a bit annoying that I can't make like ones out of this color, but it's okay. Like, these are pretty much the same colors anyway. So let's just shove these down like that, and I think that is everything done. So what I'll do in between episodes is I'll get the whole floor done, and then I'll do the spawn room for that side so it matches, just so then basically like both teams are. I've just realised this is looking a little bit wonky, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. It's because I haven't done that spawn. Okay, I was going to be a little bit confused then. But yeah, I'll do that off camera. I will sort everything out, and then next time when we come in, we can actually get this game finished. So that tower I will finish off, and then yeah, that will pretty much be everything. So that is pretty much going to be the end of this video. I hope you have all enjoyed watching, and I will see you all at some point.